Welcome to Avatar Live viewers. We are at SPR City, around 63 acres project in Binny Mills. This has lot of interesting things. One is more than 1,000 apartments are going to come with 70% of green, and another new visionary project is Market of India, bringing India's largest wholesale market. So we are going to meet Mr. Navin Ranka, Director of SPR Group.
Housing and insurance are the must essential investment which people must make. And lockdown was announced and the railways and airports and bus stations, everything was shut. We sealed our site and we sealed our labor camps, saying that no one can go outside. One of the things which most husbands would realize is that okay, my wife stays in this kind of a house, she deserves a better house now. After this pandemic, housing and even a good business center will qualify as an essential investment category. People will mentally categorize this as an essential investment. India is going to become a manufacturing hub sooner or later, definitely. Make in India can happen only when there is a trade in India. 5 aspects which makes your life fulfilled completely.
Namaste, Mr.
Namaste.
Navin. Okay. Whenever the disaster happens or a pandemic like this happens, they list down the affected industries, and there is a huge talk going on in social media and everywhere. One of the affected industry is real estate. How confident you are?
The world history is full of these events. Disasters. Tsunami also came and it went. You have earthquake kind of situation. You have these pandemics. Varda was there in between. Then in 2015, I believe there was a heavy rainfall which happened. And then which was a flood-like situation almost. And then people said that business is completely disturbed. This is something which people have not seen. The shops were flooded, and these things keeps on happening. It's not the first time. In Bombay during 92-93 riots were there. I don't think we should underestimate our own capabilities by saying that these will affect us. There are learnings which it brings. So one of the major learnings which I think which will help us all is that it has shaped the national habits. The way people meet, greet, talk to each other, distancing, the way they are going to be hygiene conscious. This is something absolutely brilliant for a nation like India. Our habits would be changed forever and changed for better and good. That is a good part of it. As far as real estate is concerned, I have interacted with few of the customers on phone during these pandemics. What I realize is that a good house qualifies as an essential investment. All these while governments have been talking about essential goods, essential services. How about essential investments? If you ask me, housing and insurance are the must essential investment which people must make. Every person should buy a house for himself if he can, and every person should have an insurance if he can, because this is the most vital aspect of his financial security when times are tough. If when times are tough, you have your own house, you don't pay a rent, you feel relaxed at least. When times are tough, your family knows that Indian, at least you have one asset in which you can stay for your life, or one asset which does not fluctuate like maybe the stocks or the commodities. There is a stability that it brings. And also this asset is a very high utility investment. You are going to live there for rest of your life. You are going to nurture your family below that shelter. So having a right environment becomes all the more important. Just imagine if you were locked in during these 21 days in a house which is not well equipped with a good surrounding nearby, where the air quality or the ventilation in the house is not proper, or where you don't have a strong support system with respect to the water and all those things. You would realize a better house would have been far important during these situations when times are tough. one of the things which most husbands would realize is that, okay, my wife stays in this kind of a house, she deserves a better house now. So I think Chennai has a lot of potential for good housing, because the quality of housing, we are still, I am seeing people are living in lanes which are right there from 70s, 80s and 90s, and which are like 30-year-old, 40-year-old unplanned areas. So in a planned colony, in a nice way, people deserve to live, and Chennai is a rich city, as such it can afford. I don't see that, it's just a question of mindset. So after this pandemic, housing and even a good business center will qualify as a essential investment category. People will mentally categorize this as an essential investment.
So what is the market of India? Can replace all this market in Chennai? Is it possible? Or
See, I'll tell you, first of all, the question of replacement doesn't arises. The point is, the new and the old, they thrive together. Old withers away with the time, and then new also starts becoming old after some point of time, and something new comes. That's the process of aging, and that's the process of generation to generation, how life cycle comes. The way I see is that I am just about 3.5-4 kilometers away from Saukarpet. Saukarpet is an old generation market. It is going to wither away with the time. The new generation needs a new type of a market which is equipped with enough number of parkings, which has an ecosystem of like lot many shops clustered together to project a particular type of a trade. So that if say if an architect, you are coming with your architect to select a light, can you see 200 shops and just pick whatever you want, like it happens maybe in China. Thirdly, future. Everyone knows it today, everyone admits it, everyone knows it, that India is going to become a manufacturing hub sooner or later. Definitely, it's going to happen, because government is committed to it, Indian companies are committed to it, and I think with this pandemic kind of a thing coming, even Indian audiences committed to a stronger make
and
in
even
India.
more, a lot of opportunity for US after this pandemic.
Yes.
They may shift a lot of manufacturing.
So we will attract a lot of investments, and Make in India will be a reality at a very large scale and also at a very small scale. At both scales, you will find many ancillary industries coming up. Make in India can happen only when there is a trade in India. So what are we doing about trade in India? So market of India is that trading opportunity, because China runs through its wholesale markets. All its goods are sold because of wholesale market, not because there are factories. Factories are the supplying agents, but selling agents are wholesale market. We will be the pioneers in setting up India's first mega multi-commodity wholesale market. So that is where we see an opportunity.
If a trader who is doing business in Saukarpet, he has to close that and come here, or he can have this shop there and he can open new shop here.
It's going to be an expansion, not a substitution. It's an expansion. And gradually you will find it so convenient that he will feel that, yeah, this is a place where I should invest, or my investment decision was right. And those who may not invest, they will realize that a place like this could have been much better.
What is the expectation of footfalls? How many footfalls once it fully operational?
The wholesale trade, we had done the projection and the study. We felt that the footfalls that can happen at a monthly level can go as high as 40 lakhs. I don't know how it pans out, because sometimes these numbers are, when they are extrapolated, it can multiply many folds or it can just stay there. So I will leave that up to the future. But if you ask me, will the footfall be higher than where it is all other places? Yes. All other places, if you ask me, the footfall over here will be more than any other market that we have in Chennai. And when I say market, I am talking about Chennai's best of street markets. Be it Saukarpet or any market like that, people will find this place as a convenient, because this is where you will have 10,000 two-wheelers parking, or 3 to 5,000, 4 to 5,000 car parks those kind of things. This can be a game changer, you know. I don't want to commit a very high number right now because it will unnecessarily raise an eyebrow, but I am very confident of what it can do, you know. The point is, if I am the first person to talk about something like, you know, a smartphone which has a camera, which can you know, from where you can talk and also where you can send an email. Imagine if this was 2003, you would laugh at me saying that this is not possible, but when it comes, you realize that it has happened already. So the situation is like that, you know. When people will know that, people will come to know how futuristic it is, no, they will be astonished.
What is there for common public? Is there mall or what are the entertainment activities for the common public? People come from outside.
When a people come from outside to SPR city, you know, they will have Market of India as one of the big trading destination that is there. Then we will have a retail mall nearby that is there. We have a 700 feet frontage of retail shops which are very big. Those will be there. Apart from that, there is a huge sports arena or a sports complex that we will be planning in SPR city, that will be there. Apart from that, I'll tell you, school is there, so people who are not buying here are all but taking admission. So Sri Ram Universal School is a big you know, unique point that they are looking at.
You will be having a lot of migrants. So what you are doing with them at this time?
See, we have about 700 laborers who are mainly from outside the state. You know, these laborers are working through us in our project, you know, through contractors, subcontractors, some of them directly. And lockdown was announced and the railways and airports and bus stations, everything was shut. We sealed our site and we sealed our labor camp, saying that no one can go outside. Okay. So we had cut off their transportations to avoid that contact between them and the outsiders who are affected. Okay. So we didn't had any case, and we don't even have any case right now, and we don't expect that to happen because no one has been in touch with the rest of the world in that sense.
Okay, how many migrant workers?
700 are there. During the lockdown period, you know, the no work was going on, so completely everything was put to rest. We made an arrangement for all the groceries and the necessary stuff which is required there on the site itself. We also got government assistance to a certain extent, but you know, we also arranged it ourselves for the initial entire period of about 10 to 15 days. You know, government has been also been very cooperative. They have been checking, inspecting every time. You know, their surveillance is very strong, and I'm glad they are doing it because it helps everyone to keep in check. We have an on-site ambulance available 24/7. We had already a tie-up with a local hospital, so in case, you know, any kind of identification happens, they can be immediately moved to a hospital and others are not affected. On-site arrangements were made with respect to their daily necessities, so that was also not a problem. And wages were also being paid during this period, so that many of them have their families somewhere else who are also affected, you know, by this entire crisis.
So where you see or visualize after 5 years or 6 years?
I look at this being one of its kind first smart city that Chennai will have. Like, this is the largest city center project, if you ask me, no, in maybe in South India or entire India. You go to any metro, you will not find a 63-acre land parcel where a project like this is being conceived. It will be something very different. You know, people will realize that when they are in this part of the city, no, they would say that, oh, I never imagined something like this could happen in Chennai. Like, we are also planning for a 55-story tower. So when that comes, people will be astonished. Luxury residences, that's what we are planning there.
Thank you very much, Mr. Naveen. So it was really pleasure talking to you, and I wish all the best to achieve your vision. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Namaste.